All right. Let's go with y'all. I get really on doing the video, but nah, I just wanted to come on here and just talk about like my experience with anxiety and like having really bad panic attacks, and just to let people know that y'all not alone, because like if you don't know me, my name's Brody Bass. Well, that's my music name, and I be making music and stuff, and I had like a really bad panic attack probably like 2 days ago, and it just sent me into a whole spiral. Like my mental issues, like I've always felt like I had something like wrong, but I never really addressed it. I stayed quiet and just let it pass, and I was pretty good at that, because generally, like, speaking, I'm a happy person. If you do know me in real life, I'm always happy, laughing, trying to make everyone else happy, and it's cool, and I love that because I love being happy. But lately it's just been very hard, because especially after that really bad panic attack I just had. Just like it really threw my mind into a spiral. It's not my first one. I've had one before, but this one was like way worse. So basically, like 2 days ago, like for the past like probably like a year or so, I've always had like, or 2-something years, I've been having like dissociation. So which that's like when you just don't feel real. Like things seem out of focus. You look in the mirror, it doesn't seem like it's you, and it just, you don't feel like you're inside your body. Everything feels blurry. Everything feels just like not real. So I've been having that, but usually when I had that, I could snap out of it. It was nothing for me to just sit down. Okay, I'm tripping. I just tell myself, yo, I'm tripping. Like, let me just snap back into this, snap back into reality. And I could ground myself. But like lately, I was getting it, and it was just very hard to snap out of it lately. So I've been disassociating, and usually I can snap out of it, but I couldn't, and that was very scary to me. Which I think that's what brought on the anxiety. Which, now that I think about it, now that I know it's anxiety, I've definitely had anxiety for a long time, which causes, because anxiety and disassociation kind of go, hand in hand. Like when you're having an anxiety attack, you just start, disassociation comes over your body, you feel overwhelmed, and that's just how I've been feeling. So I had a really bad disassociation that lasted for like 2 days. And it was the worst one I ever had. I never disassociated for so long, and that I just felt so out of it. I did not feel real. I kept looking in the mirror trying to be like, yeah, this is me, but I didn't feel like it was, and that just scared me. And usually when I get around people, I never had that, but I knew it was bad because I went to my friend K-Sean Kill Cartier. He's another person who makes music, one of my very, very good friends. I love him to death. Very good friend, always there for me, and his mom and everyone always there for me, and of course my family. So I went over there because usually when I get around people, I can control it better. But I went over there, and I still couldn't ground myself. Like, even when talking to him and being around doing what I usually do to get out of it, I still felt so fake. He was trying to talk to me, like I'm hearing him, but I'm not. Like, he's talking, but I'm not really registering. It's not hitting. Like, I can't focus at all. Everything's out of focus. I can't focus on anything. Everything's just out of focus. I finally told my mom what I've been going through and stuff, because nobody who knows me would feel like I was going through. I didn't ever think I would have anxiety like this and go through these things, because I'm just such a happy person, and I'll be having fun. I'm never really that stressed. I know anxiety comes from lots of stress, but I don't feel like I'm that stressed, but probably am. And so I told my mom, we looked into therapy. I started therapy for the first time ever. I've only went 4 days now, and it's been pretty good. I know people, I used to be like, oh, nah, I don't need no therapy. Like, what's talking to somebody? They don't know what's going on with me. Like, but it does really help when you're talking to somebody and they actually do know how you feel, and they do know, and they know other people who feel like this. So that does help a lot. So I started therapy. Everything was going good. I just told myself, like, I'm not gonna let this get the better of me, and this ain't nothing. Like, this is it's whatever. This is not real. I'm good. I'm okay. But then after I started therapy, 2 days after, that's when I had the major panic attack, and I realized it's definitely okay to tell yourself you're okay. You are okay. You are safe. These things cannot kill you. Even though you feel like you're dying in that moment, they can't kill you. They just can't. It's not something that's going to happen to you. You're safe. It's very uncomfortable and it's annoying. You want it to stop, but just, you're safe. So boom, that happened. And I thought I was big dog, like, oh yeah, whatever, and then I'm just gonna do my thing. This ain't nothing for real. And yes, you're okay, but it's always good. It's always okay to tell yourself that you're not doing as good as you are. Just it'll help you so you can understand what's going on with yourself. It's okay to be not okay. Something can be wrong with you, but it's not the end of the world. There's always solutions and people to talk to. I didn't think I could talk to anybody about this stuff and people will understand me. And that's what scared me, thinking that I was going through this alone, which scared me very bad because I'm like, man, why is this happening to me? Like, nobody understands me. But I had posted that video of after I had that very bad panic attack, which I will tell y'all about. And so many people reached out to me, sending me paragraphs, telling me their anxiety experiences and how long they've been going through and what helps them out and explaining what happened to them. And I've just related with so many people after all those messages, and it made me feel so like I can't express how thankful I am for all the people who reached out to me and told me about their experience and what helped them and things to do to just prevent it, or what to do when you're in one, or help you calm down. I cannot express how grateful I am to y'all for doing that, because it really helped me reading about other people's experience and knowing that I'm not alone in this. And I just want to tell you that if you are going through this and you felt what I'm feeling, you're not alone. I thought I was alone. I thought I was okay. I'm the only person in the world who's going through this. Like, no. There's people who had the states, like it hits so hard when someone texts you exactly word for word what you're going through, and you can just relate 100%. It's just amazing. So you're not alone. A lot of people go through this. Is what I've learned in these past few days, and it's been very warming and humbling to my heart. And I love y'all so much for texting me all those messages. I really appreciate y'all. If I didn't get to you, I definitely read all of them. I was kind of going through it too. Like, I'm trying to respond to everyone I can, but know that I appreciate you if you text me, and I definitely read your message, and I was reading them with my mom, and it was just amazing. I love y'all. But so you're not alone if you are going through this. I just want to let you know that. Just talk to people. You'll be surprised how many people are going through the same thing as you, and it feels good to talk to someone who understands. Because I understand how it feels when you're trying to explain something and you don't want to sound crazy, because you just like this. It sounds crazy to explain some of the things I go through. But when you find someone who's going through the same thing, you feel good. So just talk. I just advise you, just talk to somebody. Don't hold it in like I did, because it's just going to build up. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse, and it's going to get worse, and it's going to keep elevating until it's just going to get very bad. So just talk to somebody. If you're going through this and I post this, you can definitely talk to me. I will talk to you back, because I'm just starting to try to help myself with this. But let me get into that panic attack I had. So I woke up one morning. I didn't sleep that entire day or that entire night, because I have this thing where I thought I was the only one going through this, but I looked it up. A whole bunch of people have it. It's when you're trying to sleep. So I'll try to sleep and I'll lay down, I'll close my eyes, and then I'll focus on my breathing really hard when I close my eyes and try to sleep, because it feels like your breathing's not, how you breathe automatically, like I am right now. I'm just breathing. I'm not thinking about it. Breathing automatically. It feels like it goes manual. You got to actually think about every breath you take in and think about every breath you blow out, because if you don't, it just feels like you cannot breathe. So if you're not thinking about breathing in and breathing out, it feels like it won't happen. Like, because if I not thinking of it and I'm not trying to do it manually, I'll feel like I cannot breathe. And that sends me into anxiety, and I'm just sitting there just focusing on my breathing. I can feel my heart kind of racing. I'm just trying to sit there and sleep and focus on my breathing, and it just does not work. But then when I'll be super exhausted, like I didn't sleep that entire day or night, so I was so exhausted. I just wanted to sleep so bad. So I'm just trying, and I finally started to drift off into sleep, I could feel. But when I drifted off into sleep, the feeling of you falling asleep, that feeling of me falling asleep turned into like, I felt like I was dying. Like, I felt like my whole body was just shutting down, and felt like my body was giving up. And I jumped up and I started breathing like this, and I felt crazy. Like, I felt like I was dying, like, as I was trying to drift off into sleep. And that's been happening for a little bit now, like a week or so. And it's just been very hard for me to sleep. So after that happened to me, I jumped up. I tried to, like, it feels like you got to jump start up and basically kickstart your heart. Like, if you don't, it feels like you're going to die. So if you're going through that, just know you're not alone with that, because I've read a lot of stories and I've been going through it. And so after I jumped up and I started breathing, it sent me into a super overdrive panic attack. Like, I could not, felt like something like was holding my chest down. My chest felt very tight. My heart was beating super fast. I felt so lightheaded. I felt like I couldn't move. I couldn't operate. I felt like my body started shaking. I just felt lightheaded. I felt horrible. I was scared. I broke down into tears. I was like, I feel like I'm dying. I don't want to die. Please, I don't want to die. You know, I'm scared. It's very, if you've been through a panic attack, it's very, very, very scary. It's nothing to play with. It's nothing to just, it's bad. So that was the worst one I ever had. And I'm sitting there, I passed out a little bit, passed out. I got out, I was like, I broke up, did the little kickstart thing I did, and I started crying. I was very scared. I thought I was gonna die. Honestly, I thought I was gonna die. So to my grandparents, I asked them, I said, please take me to the hospital. I can't breathe. I felt like I couldn't breathe. And I don't smoke weed. I don't drink too often. When I do drink, I do. But I do vape, and I do feel like the vape definitely causes, you know, brain fog. And see, I thought vape was like, okay, it's very addicting. I want to stop, but nicotine is a very addictive thing. I am trying to stop because I think it's not helping me at all. I thought the vape used to calm me down when I hit it, but I know that's not true because after that panic attack, I hit the vape to try to calm me down, and it just made me feel like I couldn't breathe even more. That's when I felt like I can't breathe. I can't get any air. Like, I could not get any air after I hit that vape, and I just threw me to overdrive. I was rushed. I went to the hospital. Grandpa rushed me over there. I went in there. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I was shaking. I felt lightheaded, and I just felt really bad. Doctors came there trying to calm me down, but I couldn't. I didn't want to hear it. I'm like, they don't know what is happening. They don't know what's going on with me. I thought I was the only one. Like, I felt like they're talking and telling me to calm down, but they don't understand what I'm going through. But they do. I know they have anxiety patients, people who went through panic attacks, but I didn't feel like that in that moment. I went in there, put me on IV, took some blood. I still, even though I was in the hospital, I still was going through that, but I did manage to calm down and get my breathing back. But it still felt like, even though I had my breathing back, it still felt like it was manual, and I had to breathe myself, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't. I sound crazy. But so that happened, and you know, they prescribed me some medicine. I haven't taken it yet, but so I have to go get that. It's just to see. I've been looking into a lot of medicines. I heard ashwagandha is very good. Magnesium pills. I'll probably be buying those things to help me out and just help me deal with my anxiety. And yeah, and I was prescribed these. I took these for the first time. My therapist prescribed these. It's called, you probably can't see that, but they're it's hydrozidine or hydroxidine. I used one, and honestly, it did help me sleep. I still felt manual breathing, but it did help me. It knocked me out, and it did like calm down my anxiety. And it's called hydroxidine. It's only 25 milligrams. So you take like 2 or 3 throughout the day, and it did help me fall asleep. So, I just want to let y'all know that I never thought I would suffer with things like this. I always see, you know, people tell me this, and I'm like, yeah, man, but I never felt like it. I was just like, you just gotta feel better. You just gotta be happy, be positive. But now that I'm going through it, I know it's not that easy to just be positive and just be happy all the time, because it does suck. Like, it does feel like you're dying at times. It does feel like you're alone, but you're not. Like, there's people here for you. There's medicines you can take. If you're opposed to medicine, there's breathing, there's meditation, there's other things. Things work for different people. Different things work for other people. There's some things people tell me to do, they don't work for me. And there's some things I do, they do work. You just gotta find a thing that helps you with your anxiety and helps you feel calmer, and helps you feel better. That's what I found out, because everyone's different, you know. But most of the time, you just need to talk to someone, and you'll be surprised how much people like relate to you, and how much other people hearing other experiences can help you out, and hearing things that they did will help you as well. Because I am starting to do the things that people message me to do, and definitely listen to my therapist. And you know, I'm trying to feel better. You know, I'm taking it one step at a time. I'm not just saying that you're gonna take these medicines. There's no magic cure. It's definitely a time thing I had. And don't be scared that, I'm always gonna feel like this. It's just a time thing. You just gotta think back to the times where you didn't. You know, you're still okay. You're okay. You just steps you got to take to make yourself feel better. You know, do better, you know, stay healthy, work out, just do whatever. Occupy your mind. That's what I can tell you. Occupy your mind, and learn to cope when you're alone, and learn to be okay being alone. So that, you know, and that's really it. That's all I wanted to come and talk about. And again, I appreciate everyone who texted me. I will try to get back to everybody's message and respond. And I just made this video, a little quick video. Well, not quick, 16 minutes. I've been yapping. But just take it serious. If you're having panic attacks, and don't hold it in. Take it serious. Seek some help if you need to. I didn't think I would ever need to do that. I did, and it is making me feel better. So just take the steps you need to make you feel better. And yeah, I love y'all.